Hello, welcome! This is my mom, and today we'll be showing you how to pickle cucumbers, how to make the so-called dill pickles or sour pickles. If you've never tried them, I highly recommend that you do because they taste delicious. And they're very easy to make and they're healthy. They're good for your digestive system. In fact, I will be sharing a secret at the end regarding hangovers, so don't miss it. Today we will be pickling cucumbers, Polish way, with very few ingredients, natural method. Here are all the ingredients. So we have garden variety cucumbers. This is a pickling cucumber. These are actually not pickling cucumbers, but you can pickle. This variety is called Marketmore 97. But it comes out very nice when it's pickled. It has very interesting flavor actually, so you can pickle just about any cucumber you grow. And so we're going to use garlic and dill. This doesn't have to be fresh dill. This is also from the garden. These are seed heads. You can use just stems, seed heads, flower heads, or just regular dill. And salt. That's about it. Measuring spoon. This is a teaspoon. This is like a regular spoon and a serving spoon. So we'll be using a flat serving spoon of salt per 1 liter of water, which is basically a quart. Excuse me. So 1 flat spoon of salt per quart of water. Okay, let's start. This is my mom, and she will be teaching me how to pickle cucumbers. I have not done it before, so let's see how we do it. So she is going to first measure water and add salt. We're going to measure 2 quarts of water and 2 flat serving spoons of salt. Basically, you want cucumbers completely submerged in the brine solution. After measuring, we're going to bring the water to boil. Start boiling. So she is cutting off the ends from the pickles, and she's choosing the longest one first, the biggest one, to fit in. You want straight cucumbers, of course. It's much easier to fit them in the jar, and you'll be surprised how few cucumbers fit in one jar. If you pick your cucumbers from the garden and don't have enough to pickle at once, you can store them in cold water, submerged in a bowl, for 1, maybe 2 days. It will lock in the moisture so that they will stay fresh longer. So as you can see, we have 5 whole cucumbers in there. Just the very tips are cut off, otherwise they're intact. And she's going to add 3 garlic cloves into this big jar. Okay, one clove was small, so there are 4 really. So she just adds them to the jar. So now we're going to add dill. The whole thing with stems. Just make sure it fits, that's all.
Zasady powinno wystarczyć, no mogę jeszcze 2 takie.
Even 2 stems, she says, should be enough, but she'll add 1 more small one for the flavor.
Im więcej, tym lepszy.
The more dill you add, the more of the dill flavor, obviously. The tastier it will be.
No i teraz wrzącą wodą się zalewa.
Once the water is boiling, we're just going to pour boiling salty water over the cucumbers. So while we're waiting for water to boil, I want to show you, here are pickles that were done about 1 to 2 weeks ago. And they can store for a long time. We always stored them in Poland over winter. And here is one that was done only 4 days ago. As you can see, it's half done. So this is what we call half pickle. When I was growing up in Poland, those were sold on the streets as a specialty. A very nice flavor. Highly recommend that you try half pickle. Okay, my mom wants to try the half pickle. She really likes them. So once we open it, there was no way to keep it away from her. So as you can see, it was hard to fit these cucumbers in this jar. That's why you want usually small cucumbers for pickling. And they also going to have better flavor. You won't have big seeds when you slice them. What we used to add as well is a horseradish. However, I don't have any horseradish, so these are going to be done without. But it adds additional flavor. You can also add some chilies if you like that. Again, that's not a traditional Polish recipe, but you can experiment. That's it. You don't need anything else but salt, hot water, and then garlic and dill for flavor. Okay, now the water is boiling, so we're going to...
Znowu rozleję pewno,
Uh-oh.
bo to trudno. Tak dużo jest.
Pour it in. Oops. We want all the pickles covered. I see one is not exactly covered. Maybe we'll just push it in. So there you have it. You can store it now for at least half a year. We always kept them over winter and kept eating them, and what I was surprised with is that you don't need to preheat the jar, but it's the salty water, the brine, that turns cucumbers into pickles, and it prevents any bad bacteria or anything like that growing in there. Now we're gonna try the pickles that were made 2 weeks ago. It's a little crunchy and nicely sour. It's perfect. It can stay like this for months. All you need to make sure is that it's stored in a cool place and that the pickles are covered completely in brine. And now it's time for the secret. You can not only consume the yummy pickles, but also the brine. And it is a well-known fact in Poland that the brine is excellent for hangover. This may be because of electrolyte imbalance in the body after drinking. The brine will make you feel great very quickly. So next time you have a hangover, try it. Give it a try and see how great it tastes and how much it improves how you feel. And if you don't have a hangover, still give it a try. It's really great for your digestive system. So highly recommend homemade dill pickles.